Something that I would like to talk about is shame. I feel like I've spoken about shame before, but I have been noticing the way that this has been coming up in different ways in my awareness. And just for the sake of transparency, I am very familiar with being shamed for being as I am and wanting to be better.
All paths come together.
I'm very familiar with the experience of seeking external validation because of the internalized shame, the way that that processed within my body. And for anybody who hasn't been on my channel, you will come to understand what that means to me. And I'm grateful for this experience, truly, because as I have unsuccessfully attempted over and over and over again to appease people as to find completion within myself, that feeling of being complete, of feeling satisfied with myself, grateful for myself as I am. I have come to some realizations, and I also would like to add in this moment that when somebody shares something with you and you resonate with what they are saying, it doesn't necessarily mean that you automatically get to embody that. And these videos, and nobody's information, what they share with you from their heart, is a source of your ability to be in that energy. It's a fleeting experience. And in order to be in a particular position, you have to truly put in the work. So keep that in mind whenever you observe somebody and you feel resonance. Don't allow the illusion of that resonance to be your reason why you omit doing the work that is necessary for you to actually have that lived experience, because it's just not helpful. It's not authentic. It's not real. So we are all on our own individual journey, and how bland and boring would it be if we were the same? So moving forward, this experience of internalizing the negative projections that people have placed on me, or the negative opinions or perspectives that people have expressed towards me, about me, in my life. As true as those may have been at any juncture, and as true as those may have been for you yourself in that lived experience, nobody is you. How obvious. Yeah, I know nobody's me, right? I understand that you are aware that nobody else is you in that sense, in that literal sense. Nobody knows what you've been through, right? Nobody's lived your life. Nobody's walked in your shoes. Something to keep in mind when you express yourself to others and when you are in an open conversation with other beings, especially when it is a dynamic or a circumstance that is of importance to you, or that necessitates relating. Just like I've shared with you on multiple occasions, shame, feeling that feeling of shame is serving a purpose. All emotions are serving a purpose. It is not always 100% necessary for you to go and deeply explore what that is. Maybe it's in your nature as a being, as a personality, to do that. I know it is for me. I'm a very in-depth, curious kind of person. I need to take it all the way for my own enjoyment. Not everybody's like that, and not everybody needs that. And quite honestly, there probably has been many cases in which I personally didn't even need all that. What purpose is it serving? Are you able to perceive it in such a way, whatever it may be, whether it's shame, anger, frustration, guilt? Are you able to perceive it as something that is there to serve you? And even beyond that, just being able to detach from that emotion, allowing yourself to know yourself, to know who you are, to know that you are not that emotion, to detach, to neutralize the charge, and not be so reactive to those things. Once you are able to regain that power, that self-control, that's when you can properly assess yourself and navigate the blessing that is that emotion, that is that
This is
communication
32.
from the part of yourself that sees yourself as complete and utter perfection. There's nothing wrong with you. And what I see, what I've witnessed, what I've experienced is that people's inadequacies and their inability to detach from the shame or the guilt or whatever emotion that arises from experiencing those inadequacies as it pertains to their relationship to it, as it pertains to their perspective of the way the world relates to their own particular inadequacy. That is when I've seen a lack of accountability and a tendency to project negativity or project and insist ideals onto other beings who do not wish to participate, which is perfect, which is wonderful, because everybody is allowed to have their own experience. There are consequences when you utilize other beings to transmute your own internalized shame and guilt. Just straight like that. That's really what I'm seeing and what I've seen. How do I know? How can I be certain? I'm a person who does their very best to give people, situations, the benefit of the doubt. Play devil's advocate, if you will. Because I want what feels truly resonant, truly authentic within myself.
I'm gonna do a freestyle.
A full body yes.
It's okay.
So much so to the point where I'm willing to go great lengths.
It's the aesthetic of
to be
I'm gonna do it how I need to do it to make it
in a state of clarity and purity within my own vessel. Because is it a real full body yes if I'm eating McDonald's and honey buns and filling my body with caffeine all day and overstimulating myself with nonsense? No, it's not. So, like I said, I like to take things all the way. That's just who I've become. It's a part of me. Realize that shame, guilt, feeling inadequate in any area is for you to deal with, especially as an adult. We are all children. We are all children. There's no, you are perfect, but you're not perfect. And that's wonderful. There's nothing wrong with trial and error. But curbing your shame at the expense of others is unacceptable. Perhaps it's necessary for a period in your journey, but I've witnessed this, and I've witnessed the way my heart has grown cold as a result. And because the Creator is so magnificent and so blessed and so forgiving, I have been able to observe neutrally and move accordingly over time and with proper guidance. When something comes up, when shame comes up, when guilt comes up, ask yourself, why is this feeling here? What is this feeling telling me? Acknowledge it. Spend 10 minutes contemplating. Write it down. What is this feeling of guilt or shame telling me? From there, pour out 10 minutes of appreciation for the signal that this emotion is sharing with you. And then redesign the ways in which you would like to have your experience in relationship to the cause of the shame, whatever it is that has been bothering you, whatever that's coming up. Working on these things through these videos and speaking about these things is a completely and entirely different experience when you take the time to actually sit down and apply. And the way that you may be receiving this perhaps is not as clear or as understood because it takes practice. Like I said, I have been able to communicate this to you now in this way because I've been putting this into practice as to protect my heart and to give myself deep care and to come out of that state of depression. This has been a major contributing factor to depression in my life, and it is very likely that it is a major contributing factor to what is now called depression on a global scale. So if you would like to have some guidance and work these things out with me, I would be more than happy to assist you and to hear about what it is your experience has been, to hear about what challenges you may face, and how we can work through that in a practical way, in a way that honors you where you're at, that honors you as a soul, that honors what you've been through. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Stay up. It's all right if you're not there, but you are more than worthy, and you are reflective of all that is beautiful on this earth.